Hello! Today I am here with the How Well Do You Know Your Books challenge, which is an original challenge created by Jesse the Reader, so I will link his original video in the description bar down below. But essentially it's a series of questions that you answer about books on your shelf chosen at random. So I have my phone which has the questions on it, and also I'm using two random number generators to select the books. So I have another bookshelf in the other room, but I'm just going to use this bookshelf for the purposes of this challenge, just to make things a bit easier. So I've got 4 shelves, so I'll be picking a number between 1 and 4, and then I have approximately 30 books on each shelf, so I'll be picking a number between 1 and 30. So question number 1, without looking, what is the description of this book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Solitaire by Alice Oseman, and I actually have absolutely no idea what this book is about. I know it follows a main character named Tori, who is the older sister of Charlie, who is one of the protagonists in the Heartstopper graphic novels. The graphic novels follow his relationship with Nick, and I know that this book follows Tori's story, but I honestly have no idea what it's about. I picked it up because I like the author and I like Heartstopper, and so I wanted to see the origin story of that relationship. So other than that, I know nothing about this one. So I'll read you the synopsis. I don't ever remember not being serious. As far as I'm concerned, I came out of the womb spouting cynicism and wishing for rain. My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but that's all over now. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. So I still have no idea what this book is about, other than it being about Tori. So I guess I was kind of right. Anyway, okay, question number 2. Without looking it up, what is the genre of this book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
The book is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and this is a contemporary slice of life story. Question number 3 is, without looking, tell us what is on the cover of the book.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Oh no! I don't think I know what's on the cover of this, so I'm looking the other way. Hopefully that's in shot. It's called The Goblin Emperor, and I'm guessing there's a goblin on it. I know it's a mass market paperback, and that the cover isn't particularly attractive. I think there's like a doorway that's gilt or something, and then a goblin, and the font I'm pretty sure is green, or it might be white. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, way off. Well, it is green writing, so with white writing, so that was right, but it's like a picture of a crown that is also a castle, and then it's just a pair of eyes, and there's a dirigible. So I was nowhere near close. Question number 4 is, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? Which is a little bit worrying because there are some books on these shelves that I haven't read yet, in which case I'll have absolutely no idea.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Okay, so that book is Monster. This is volume 2, but it doesn't really matter because the protagonist in this series is Dr. Tenma, who is a Japanese doctor working in post-World War II Germany. Number 5, without looking, name a side character, which is going to be even more difficult.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
There were only 24 books on this shelf, so I just went back to the beginning to start again. And the book is Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks. This is Dark Shores series book 1, and I'm gonna go with, well, I'm gonna go with 2 side characters actually, because I can't decide. So there's Sierra, who is a dragon, and then there's Dracian Valcor, who is like the head of the elite guard. So, yeah. That wasn't as difficult as I was expecting, actually. I got lucky, I got a book that I've read. I mean, to be fair, I've read most of these books recently, if I've read them at all, so I guess I got lucky in that I picked a book that I've actually read already. Oh dear. Question number 6. Guess how many pages this book has. You win if you get within 25 on either side. I think I'm going to do really badly on this one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
29. Oh no. This is a graphic novel named In Real Life by Cory Doctorow and Jen Wang. I don't even know if this has page numbers, but if it does, 202? Oh, 175. If I'd have just said 200, I could have got that one. Damn. Okay, moving on. Sorry if I'm really red, it's really hot in here. Number 7 is, without looking up, what rating did you give this book? And if you pick a book that you didn't read yet, then you can generate another number, but I'll probably just go to the next book on the shelf that I've actually read.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Straight.
Okay, so we've got Strange Practice by Vivian Shaw, and I think that I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, but actually I think I probably should have given it a 2. So let's see if I was right. Yeah, I did give it a 3 stars, but maybe I should change it to a 2 because I really wasn't that impressed by this book. But yeah, 3 stars. I think the reason I gave it 3 stars is because I felt too mean to give it 2 stars, because I didn't dislike the book, I just didn't like the book that much. So yeah. Question number 8, without looking, where does this book take place?
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh yeah.
So the book is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and this is actually a really easy one. It takes place in space, but aboard the spaceship The Wayfarer. Question number 9 is really hard. Without looking, what are the parents' names? And to be honest, I don't know that there are that many books where the parents even feature in the book. So, especially because I don't read a lot of contemporary, I think it's probably more common in contemporary, but even then, not really.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Okay, so this is Heartstopper Volume 2. I have no idea what the parents' names are. They do actually feature, some of them, but I think they're just referred to as Mum and Dad. I know that Charlie lives at home with both his parents and his sister Tori, and I know that Nick lives at home with his mum and his dog Nellie, and his dad lives in France, but I don't know any of the parents' names, and I'm not convinced that the parents' names are in it. Don't know. Pass. Question number 10 is, without looking, tell us what colour the hardcover is under the dust jacket. And the majority of the books on my shelves are actually paperback. So what I'll do is I will count to the book, and then if it's a paperback I will just count to the next hardcover that's on the shelf. Okay, shelf number 1, book number 3. So this whole stack here is all paperback, so I'll count from, well, I guess it's this one is the next one along. So this is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and again, I read this recently, and when I say recently I mean like last week. I'm pretty sure that the hardcover is green. It is. It's like a deep foresty green. It is so hot in here with the lights on. Oh my gosh. Okay, number 11. Without looking, is there anything on the hardcover underneath the dust jacket? I'm guessing other than the name of the book. That would be pretty silly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
So that came out as The Beholder by Anna Bright, and no, I don't think that there's anything on the hardcover other than the name of the book. No, there is not, just the name. I'm losing count. I think this is question number 12. Without looking, what is the colour of the font on the naked hardback? So again, don't have many hardbacks. I'll just count along to the next one.
So some of those, I'm just writing, we'll see answers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And it's A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I think it's going to be silver. Okay, so it's A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and I said silver. Let's see if I am correct. I am correct. If I wanted to be really specific, it's holographic silver, but it is indeed silver. So, yay me. Okay, I just took a super quick break to go and stand in front of the fan in the living room because it's so hot in here. Oh my gosh, I was planning on filming multiple videos today, but I might just not. Okay, I'm completely losing track now. I think this is question number 13. Now, without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? This is not something I pay attention to when I'm reading, so this is going to be really difficult. I can say right now I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this one wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, maybe this is easy because it's manga, so I'm pretty sure they have numbers and titles in the chapters. But then this is a prologue, so I don't even know if it has chapters. Prologue? No, epilogue is what I meant. No, it doesn't have chapters. It's just one long chapter, I guess, called 6, Future. So it's the 6th volume and it's called Future. So I'm going to take that as a win. Then question number 14 is, without looking at the book cover, does it have an award on it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
This is Viper by Bex Hogan, and no, I don't think it has any awards on it because it's only just come out, so I don't think it's had time to win any awards yet. No awards. Great book though. So, question number 14 is, without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front of it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11. I'm going to skip past Sorcery of Thorns because we've already picked that one and that's boring. So this is Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett, and I'm pretty sure that it does have author blurbs. I'm going to say yes. Yeah, Brandon Sanderson. The exciting beginning of a promising new epic fantasy series. Prepare for ancient mysteries, innovative magic, and heart-pounding heists. I'm just going to use this book to fan myself for a minute. So, yes, it does. I was right. Hooray. Okay, question number 15. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? Probably. I mean, even without picking the book, as long as it's paperback, it will do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
So this is Philip Pullman's The Book of Dust, which is the first book in his second series in his Dark Materials universe, La Belle Sauvage, I think it's called. And yes, it does have a description on the back. I mean, it's a paperback. I'm pretty sure all paperbacks have descriptions on the back. It's probably a better question for people who have mostly hardback books on their shelves. I personally am not a massive fan of hardbacks, unpopular opinion. I find them difficult to read. I find them heavier. Because they're heavier, they're worse to carry around with you because they make your bag heavier. They hurt your arms when you're holding them up. I just prefer paperbacks. Question number 16. Without looking, does this book have an author photo? Again, not something I really pay too much attention to, so...
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dear. It's always the one at the bottom of the pile, isn't it? Okay, so this is Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, and I want to say yes, it does. Oh, okay, so it's got an author photo. Focusing. There's an author photo on the very back of the book, which is at the back of the book. Was that even in the question? Does this book have an author photo? Yeah, it does. I was right. Question number 17? Are we on 17 now? Without looking it up, does this author have a pen name?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So this book is The Next Together by Lauren James, who is actually called Lauren James. It is not a pen name. Okay, so this is actually question 19 now, and without looking, what POV is this book written in, i.e. first person, second person, third person?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Which is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 2 in the Throne of Glass series, and I haven't actually read this one, but I've read book 1, and I'm pretty sure that book 1 was third person, so I'm guessing that this one will be third person as well. Let's find out. The shutters swinging in the storm winds were the only sign of her entry, which suggests third person. The second chapter starts, Selena Sardothian stalked down the halls, so yeah, third person. Question number 20. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
The book is The Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. Now, I'm not sure what is meant by this question, but if the question includes maps, then yes, this book does have graphics in it because it has a map. So I'm going to go with yes it does and yes I was right. I don't know. Question number 21. Oh, this is hard. Without looking, does it have an epilogue? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
That's The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, which is a book that we've already done. So in order to avoid boredom and repetition, we're going to go with the next book down, which is The Dispossessed by Ursula Le Guin. And I've not read this book, so I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to guess yes, it has an epilogue. I'm going to try and do this without spoiling myself either, because like I said, I haven't actually read this yet. No, chapter. It's got a chapter at the end, so. Fail. Question 22. Is that what we're on? Without looking, does this book have a prologue?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
This is volume 1 of The Flying Witch by Chihiro Ishizuka, and I'm holding it backwards. This is volume 1 of The Flying Witch by Chihiro Ishizuka, and it's manga, so I'm pretty sure there is no prologue. No, straight in with chapter 1 in the contents page, so I was correct. I got lucky with that one. Question 23. Without looking, is this book signed? Which should be a fairly easy one, because if it's a Fairy Loot book, it's probably signed. And if it's not a Fairy Loot book, it's probably not signed. And it's shelf 1, book 1, which is The Toy Makers by Robert Dinsdale, which is not signed. Not signed. 24. Without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them, or none at all?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
We Were Born for This by Alice Oseman. I haven't read it. I've got no idea. I'm going to go with no. Just page numbers? Yeah, they're just page numbers. Woohoo! Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? Oh, Jessie, you're killing me with these questions, man.
1, 2, 5, 17, 18, 19.
Princess in Practice by Connie Glynn. So I don't know, but I feel like it's the type of book that would. So I'm going to go with yes, but it is totally a guess. So let's see. Yay! There are squigglies. I'm going to go with I was right, because squigglies count. 26. Without looking, are the acknowledgements at the front or the back of the book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
This is The Twisted Tree by Rachel Burge, which I read a couple of weeks ago, and I want to say that the acknowledgements are at the back. Let's Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, they're at the back. Woohoo! Nearly there. This is the penultimate question. Without looking, what year was this book published? Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
30? Oh, I just got super lucky. This is Nocturna by Maya Matane, and it was published this year. Yep. Published 2019. That was lucky. I know the new release is on my shelf, but otherwise I have no idea when any books have come out, so I got really lucky with that one. And the final question is, without looking, what year did you read this book? And I mean, this is kind of unfair because this shelf I've only had for books that I've purchased this year, so I've either read it already, in which case I've read it this year, or I haven't read it yet, in which case I haven't read it yet. But we'll just generate a number anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh, I was wrong. This is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, and I actually read this last year. I don't need to look it up to check. I know that I read this last year. I am actually planning on rereading it this year, but a little bit later on in the year because the final book in the series is coming out in November, and I want to reread books 1 and 2 before book 3 comes out, and I'll do that on audio. But that's it. I have absolutely no idea how I did on this one, but I am going to go and sit in front of a fan now for quite a while because I am melting. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I kind of had fun, and let me know if you've done this challenge, and if you have, leave your link for me down below so I can watch it. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.